Did you know that intermittent fasting, one of the most popular diet trends in recent years, might not be all sunshine and rainbows? It's true. While it's celebrated far and wide for its potential health benefits, there's more to this dietary strategy than meets the eye. Intermittent fasting. It's all the rage these days, isn't it? In this era of health consciousness, it seems like everyone and their yoga instructor are giving it a whirl. And why wouldn't they? It's been touted as a game changer, a magic bullet for weight loss, and even a longevity booster. But as with most things in life, there's a flip side to this coin. We're so often caught up in the hype, we forget to look at the whole picture. The potential benefits of intermittent fasting are widely discussed, but the downsides? Not so much. Yes, you heard it right. There are downsides. It's not all about shedding pounds and boosting metabolic health. There are unexpected side effects that often get swept under the rug in the midst of all the fasting fervor. The first hidden snag? It could mess with your energy levels and mood. Imagine going through your day feeling like a sloth on a slow day, or snapping at your coworker because your blood sugar is taking a nosedive. Not exactly the picture of health, right? Next up, there's a risk of nutrient deficiency. When you're eating within a restricted window, it's easy to miss out on essential vitamins and minerals. Remember, your body needs a balanced diet to function at its best. And lastly, have you ever thought about how intermittent fasting might affect your social life and relationships? It's not always easy to align fasting schedules with brunch dates and family dinners, and that can take a toll on your social connections. So before you hop on the intermittent fasting bandwagon, it's worth taking a moment to consider these potential pitfalls. Is it a one-size-fits-all solution, or could there be a better approach to health and wellness for you? Stay tuned as we delve into the lesser-known disadvantages of intermittent fasting. Because, after all, knowledge is power, and understanding the full picture helps you make the best decisions for your health. Ever felt like a bear with a sore head because you skipped breakfast? You're not alone. Intermittent fasting, the dietary trend that swept the globe, might be the culprit behind your mid-morning grumpiness. You see, when we fast, our bodies eventually run out of the energy source from our last meal. Our blood sugar levels drop, and our bodies start to burn fat for fuel. That might sound like a weight loss dream, but it can come with some less than dreamy side effects. Ever tried focusing on an important task on an empty stomach? It's not easy, is it? That's because our brains need a steady supply of glucose, a type of sugar, to function properly. When we're fasting, our blood sugar levels can drop, and our concentration might take a nosedive too. And let's not even get started on the mood swings. Ever heard of the term hangry? It's a combo of hungry and angry, and it's a real thing. Low blood sugar can make us irritable and snappy. So you might lose weight, but you might also lose a few friends if you're not careful. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to manage these energy slumps and mood swings. Staying hydrated is a must. Water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee can help keep hunger pangs at bay. Light exercise like a brisk walk can also help boost your mood and energy levels. And let's not forget about sleep. A good night's rest can work wonders for your mood and concentration. Of course, everyone's different. Some of us might breeze through a fasting period without so much as a grumble in our stomachs. Others might find it more challenging. It's all about listening to your body and finding what works for you. Remember, health isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. So, while intermittent fasting might shed some pounds, it might also shed some of your good mood. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit the button and subscribe to our channel for more health insights. Let's journey to better health together. Who knew that eating within a shorter window might lead you to miss out on essential nutrients? It's a bit counterintuitive, isn't it? After all, the common wisdom is that less is more. But when it comes to your health, it's not always that simple. Imagine a buffet full of all the nutrients your body needs to thrive. Vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, you name it. Now imagine you're only allowed to visit this buffet for a few hours each day. No matter how voracious an eater you are, there's a limit to how much you can consume in one sitting. This is essentially what happens when you practice intermittent fasting. Your eating window shrinks, and with it, your opportunity to consume all those vital nutrients. But hold on, we're not saying that intermittent fasting is a one-way ticket to deficiency junction. It's not about the quantity of food you eat, but the quality. You could eat all day and still miss out on essential nutrients if you're only munching on chips and soda. Conversely, you could nourish yourself sufficiently within a shorter eating window, provided you make smart food choices. So, how can you ensure you're getting the nutrients you need while fasting intermittently? It's all about balance and diversity. Aim to fill your plate with a variety of nutrient-dense foods. Think colorful vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Try to eat the rainbow, as they say. Consider supplementing your diet with multivitamins or specific supplements if you're worried about missing out on certain nutrients. But remember, these should complement a balanced diet, not replace it. And always consult with a healthcare professional before adding any new supplements to your routine. Meal planning can also be your best friend here. By planning your meals in advance, you can ensure that you're hitting all your nutrient targets within your eating window. There are plenty of meal planning apps and resources available to help you navigate this. But let's be real, we're not robots. There will be days when you'll crave a slice of pizza or a decadent dessert, and that's okay. The key is not to make it a habit. Treat yourself occasionally, but keep your focus on nutrient-rich foods. Remember, a slimmer waistline isn't much good if you're running on empty in the nutrient department. Intermittent fasting can be a powerful tool for health and wellness. But like any tool, it's only as effective as the person wielding it. So make sure you're not just fasting, but fasting wisely. Ever had to turn down a dinner invitation because it didn't fit your fasting schedule? A common struggle for those practicing intermittent fasting is the potential disruption to their social lives. Yes, we're not just talking about the physical aspects here, but the social ones too. Imagine this: your friends are planning a brunch, but you're in your fasting period, or a late dinner, but that's beyond your eating window. Intermittent fasting can indeed be a social hurdle. Socializing often revolves around meals, breakfast meetings, lunch dates, dinner parties, you name it. When you're on a strict fasting schedule, it can be tough to navigate these situations. You might find yourself constantly checking the clock, counting down the minutes until you can eat. Or worse, you might end up becoming the party pooper who's sipping water while everyone else is enjoying their meal. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are ways to maintain your social connections while sticking to your fasting schedule. One trick is to schedule your eating window around your social activities. If you know you have a dinner date, adjust your eating window to accommodate that. It might require a bit of juggling, but it's a small price to pay for both your health and your social life. Another tip, and this one might require a bit of courage, is to be open about your fasting schedule. You'd be surprised by how understanding people can be. It might feel awkward at first, but it's better than making up excuses, or worse, ditching your friends altogether. Finally, remember that intermittent fasting is flexible. It's okay to break your fasting schedule for special occasions. Your cousin's wedding, your best friend's birthday party, or your anniversary dinner. These are moments to be savored, not stressful events to be navigated around a fasting schedule. The key is balance. Like any aspect of health and wellness, it's about finding what works for you. If that means tweaking your fasting schedule to accommodate your social life, so be it. After all, what good is a diet if it isolates you from your friends and loved ones? So the next time you're invited to a social event, don't let your fasting schedule hold you back. With a bit of planning and communication, you can enjoy the best of both worlds. So before you commit to intermittent fasting, consider if you're ready to play the fasting party pooper. So, we've peeled back the curtain on intermittent fasting, and it's not all pretty. Let's hit the rewind button for a moment. We've talked about how this diet trend can throw your energy levels off balance and lead to mood swings. Remember how we discussed the potential risk of nutrient deficiency? Yes, that's right, those restricted eating windows might limit the intake of essential vitamins and minerals. And then there's the social aspect. Fasting schedules can disrupt your dinner dates, family gatherings, and those spontaneous pizza nights with friends. It can be a real challenge to maintain your social life while sticking to your fasting schedule. So, there you have it, the less glamorous side of intermittent fasting. But don't let this discourage you. Every diet has its own set of pros and cons. It's all about finding what works for you. As with any diet trend, the key is to weigh the pros and cons, and remember, one size never fits all when it comes to health and wellness. Now before you go, we hope you found this video informative. Hey, we're just scratching the surface here. If you want to dive deeper into the world of diet trends and health, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're constantly uploading new content, and we don't want you to miss out. Remember, your journey to health and wellness starts with a single click.